Future news, brothers and sisters. Future news. Suleiman Rahim here. Messenger of the Covenant, breaker of seven seals. Need I explain this, brothers and sisters? It's public. It's been public for over a year now. Maybe 2 years. No one's come forward yet, but they're aware of it. That tells you all you need to know. Because they're liars over there. All of them. Daniel, Jeffrey, Ishmael. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to get hold of that money. Because they had this so-called Holy Day of Atonement. Holy Day of Atonement, but the holy man wasn't present in any form. But he was told to shut up. But yet still a spokesman talking. So, if you told to shut up and you got a dummy in your lap, the dummy shouldn't be talking either, right? Right? I mean, you told to shut up and you got a dummy on your lap, right? Well, that dummy should not be talking either, should it? Think about that one. Dummy, Ishmael. It's all bullshit. Trying to give him credit for all that's happening in the world today. Yet, they can't talk about what's happening in the world today. But he's getting credit for it. And he got to wait until Elijah tell him to talk about it. That means after it happens, he's going to say, see, this is what see what's happening. This is what Elijah wouldn't let me tell you. The bullshit is so thick over there and so stinking that you can understand how they're going to throw him down. Because they plan to throw him down right now. Because you got to be a total idiot to still listen to that crap they're talking about over there. Anyway, let's move on, brothers and sisters. I'm going to talk about, today, I'm going to try to get to the point I'm trying to get to for the last week or so, in all kinds of issues. So maybe I'll get to it today. Right? That's our enemies. Now look at this, brothers and sisters. See this right here? Now, this is a little thing I want to talk about for a minute. So the angel is coded. I mean, it's sealed. You have to unseal. So when you look at it, you can't go by what you see, like them folks about Elijah Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad and Farrakhan's two witnesses. You better read that again, because they would be witnesses at the same time, and they would be slain, and all this and that. But see, it's the same thing. They put anything out of their crap, because that's what they're over there. They're trying to figure out how they can get that money, because, I mean, it seems like the Holy Day of Atonement and the 29th birthday of the so-called Million Man March, which he took credit for, which it wasn't his inspiration. It was a black preacher's inspiration, and was their congregation that was out there. I could have a million followers, have anywhere near that. 90% of the people that's out there, maybe even 99% of it, was from the church, from the preachers. But he took credit for the whole thing. And then when you got to accuse you, or you're sinful, you got to atone. That's if you tell somebody they got to atone, that means you're saying they're no good, they're sinful. You ain't no good. You got to clean up. So now you come here to see, but you're filthy. You're filthy. That's what you say. If somebody's got a tone, that means they say wicked. They're filthy. They're sinful. If you're sinful, that means you're filthy, you're nasty, you're dirty. That's what the Bible look at filthy as sinful people. Look at the terms they use for them in the Bible. They're filthy, they're dirty, nasty. So that's what he said. Now, many people show up. He took credit for it. It wasn't his inspiration. They said, see how filthy y'all are. You got to atone. I'm going to atone. You're going to atone in a minute. I'm going to give you a tone. A tone you ain't like. See, in fact, you get a tone right now you don't like. A tone. You know what I mean? See? A tone. Who the Lord will consume with spirit of his mouth, with a tone, and destroy you in a few more days. But anyway, when you get to, like I said, I'm going to give a couple of examples here, because I hope people understand this. And see, we got, we in this Negro frame of mind, we just say anything, because that's the devil taught us. See, we are a perfect people. See, you see, the universe we create is perfect. You had to be perfect to create a perfect universe. I mean, we didn't. Well, I shouldn't say perfect created, right? But we made it. So when you create something, you bring out something from that didn't from something nothing from nothing. But the universe existed. Just we gave it form. And I would say, maker, owner, cream of planet Earth, God of the universe, maker, owner. So let me speak this for a minute. See, when you go in there and you see things, you have to go in there and see. Like I told everybody, I said when I first started getting an angel, I used the King James version. I wasn't getting anywhere, and it wasn't until I miraculously got a hold to a translator, I started making progress. See, because the King James version, right? They saying what they think it means, and it's a little salty. You have to pay attention. I'm gonna give you a couple right now. Like I said, the one was nourished by the face of a serpent. That took me for a long time. When I was a rookie, angel rookie, it took me for a while, boy. Face of a serpent. And then when I understood face and hands, all that kind of stuff, oh, but it sounded like ominous, right? That's talking about this lamb there, because the serpent, the face is top two, and he's the face of the serpent. And so, see, because it looks like the opposite of what it is. It's like, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. And when you look at that, it's saying the opposite of what you think it's saying. It's saying totally opposite of what you think it's saying. See? And then here's another one. This one. See, like this King James version, he says the pale horse. And I couldn't make any sense of the pale horse, right? I just, okay, but then, just, okay, pale. But when I got the translator, then, because it opened up the other doors. Because it said that when I was sitting on the throne, the Satan, he said he had two horns like a lamb. Now we know two of the horns lambs, and you're saying angel key is the Shia. That's two of it. And he spoke like a dragon. So he said, well, the dragon's mouth is the fiery red horse, right? And the mouth of this one would be hyphenated. Greenish yellow. Pale would not get, so you wouldn't get that. If you said pale, you would never get that. Then you wouldn't know who was sitting on the throne. See? So you have things like that. Like this thing about the Jews. That's see, because that one you have to really, you have to make sure what you're saying is consistent with all other facts around. Because that one would really trip you up. That one would really trip you up. That's why I spoke about it. But speak about it quite a while lately, quite a bit lately. In fact, I spoke in detail, right? And then people still step right in anyway. Because Jews is a slang word, right? It's a slang word. And those people call themselves Jews, they claiming, right? See, because it's slang, but it's derivative of Judah. So they claiming, right? They're from the tribe of Judah. See, that's where Jews come from. But they're not from the tribe of Judah. See? But they are Jews. I mean, that's what they call themselves, the Jews. I mean, Hindus call themselves Hindus. Can't call themselves Jews. You see, it's not a biblical term. It's a term they made up themselves. They call themselves Jews. Those who call themselves Jews. See what I'm saying? But they're not. Wait a minute. Quran says they are, so you got to understand, break that out. They're not. Right? Let me just get the back. Okay, So we don't have any issues here. Well, I don't have to do it that way. I can do it the other way. Do it a different way. Hold on, brothers and sisters. But that's when you have to really go out. It's a lot of other things that's outside the angel, whatever, that you have to consider. You have to make sure it touches all bases. See? So you have to talk in a way that you don't get yourself in trouble here. That's why you don't add, subtract nothing, because as soon as you do that, then all of a sudden you give another meaning that you may not intend it. Here. And it's not true. Okay, I guess I have to do it the other way. Oh, no. As a matter of fact, I recall. Okay, so. Okay, let me do this way. Wait a minute, brothers sisters. And you need to really understand this. I really don't. Where is it? Get myself messed up here. Where is it? I guess I moved it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Bear with me for a minute, brothers sisters. I get my presentation all messed up here. Uh-oh. I think I did. Oh boy. Oh man. I have to stop this now. Okay. I'm just going to record it, brothers sisters. If I can get back at it. Okay, that's that. Let's get this rid of this. Let's get rid of this. What's this? Okay. Get rid of that. And well, maybe I'm okay. Maybe. I missed something here. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think I'm good. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Oh, there it is. Oh, here it is. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. I've known tribulation and poverty. See, okay, here we go. I have known the tribulation, poverty, rich you are, and the blasphemy of themselves. Oh, known of you the tribulation. I've known you the tribulation. It's literal now. No, I've known you tribulation. I've known you tribulation and poverty, but rich you are, and the blasphemy out of the saying Jews to be themselves. You see, that's kind of wording is kind of rough, right? But with the blasphemy of the saying Jews to be themselves and not they are. Not they are what? See, you're assuming, when you say are, you're assuming that refers back to, right? Not they are what? And Daniel does this a lot. Daniel does a lot. And so therefore you assume that the subject, when they're talking about it, refers back to the subject, and it doesn't. See? And anyway, it says, those are, and they are, and not they are. Not they are what? See? One that says, bless those who say the Jews themselves and not they are Jews. Don't say that. See? And not they are what? But synagogue of Satan, but of the synagogue of the Satan. See? So Satan has a synagogue, he has a tribe or a group. See? And they're of that Satan's group. So the synagogue of the Satan. Not synagogue of Satan, say of the Satan. You understand? So the thing is, they're part of a group. So the point is that the implication is they're trying to imply they're from the tribe of Judah. See, we don't call ourselves Judah, they call ourselves Jews, which is a made-up term. It's named Judah because it's them implying, right, that they are of the tribe of Judah. But the angel tells you they're not because it says the Lamb is a tribe from a lion from the tribe of Judah, and then they give you a list of all the 12 tribes, and Judah's the top tribe. And we know Angel Key, that's not them. So when you put all these pieces together, right, that's what it's telling you that they're not, right? They're not a tribe of Judah. Those who claim they're Jews, right? They are not a tribe of Judah. They're the tribe of Satan. See? Because if you try to interpret the other interpretation, it doesn't work. Because you say, well, so it's Jews or not. They say that if they're not Jews, if you take that interpretation, well, it doesn't say that. It says, but not they are what? Because if you take that interpretation, see, because that's why you got to pay attention. You got to add, subtract, and put pieces together. Because if you say they're not, then you say, well, who is the Jews then? If they're not Jews, who is the Jews? Implication are that we're the Jews. Then if we're the Jews, then Jesus spoke against us. Because he was talking to the Jews, said, your father Satan. I mean, we're Satan. And then you go to Klein. Klein speaks against us too. If we're the Jews, because he don't like you, said don't take Jews and stuff for friends. If you take that interpretation, that's why you got to look at it carefully, weigh it, sort it out, right? Tease it until you make sure it fits perfectly. Because you see how people take a puzzle and they try to slam it in, beat them with a hammer. You can't do that. Because if you take that interpretation, it doesn't work. Because all of a sudden now you're at odds with the Quran. You're at odds with Jesus. Because Jesus says the Jews, right? Those are Jews. They talk against the Jews. The Jews was against Jesus. They the ones had Jesus killed. Because if you say they're not Jews, then because the implication is that we're the Jews. That's why you have to think. This is one of those ones a little harder, and you got other ones in Angels even harder. That you got to think to get the information. You got to think it through, weigh it, balance it, sort it out, and everything else to get it. To make sure it fits right perfectly in there. See? And so you just jump the gun and throw something in there, and then you got an error. And one little error, go and do it, check on DNA. One little error in that DNA, when the brain starts producing all the other organs, you come out one leg, 2 legs, 3 legs, half an eye, half a head. One little small error. Ain't gonna be no errors, brothers and sisters. I ain't gonna lie to it. Because it says, Suleiman will give a perfect kingdom. Last forever means it has to be a perfect kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That's a good example right there. Right? How you can get tripped up. Because it sounds, oh yeah, man. Say they're false Jews. Why do you say that? I never say anything like that. If you say false Jews, then you got the question is, who's the real Jews? Can you answer that question? Because I know basically whoever's saying that, their first reflex action would be, we're the Jews. Then they hit you. Well, okay, then the Quran said we should be talking to you. Then what you going to say then? You say the Quran's wrong? Because Jesus hates you. We don't say Jesus wrong about him. He said he was against them. Jesus, the Jews, y'all had him, Jesus killed. That's what the Bible says. You see what I'm saying? Let's move on, brothers and sisters. That's my main point here. And the point is, brothers and sisters, the kingdom that I'm putting it together, them give out to Master Muhammad, that's the kingdom you're going to inherit. You want a kingdom of leaking shit? That kind of kingdom you want? Kingdom that's faulty and going to fall apart after a while? That what you want? You go buy a car, you want a car, like, hey man, the steering might go out anytime, man. The alternator might go out anytime. That kind of car you want? You want a car, you want to make sure it's 100%. Which one you want? Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Okay, we talked this yesterday. I'm gonna move on, brothers and sisters, because I had a rough day today. Oh, boy, if I tell you and believe the stuff that happened to me today, it's just, it's amazing. I didn't think I was even get to presentation today. So I'm gonna cut to the chase and go to. I'm gonna just go right to what I've been trying to get to lately. Okay, now we got enemies, brothers and sisters. It says, that's another good example. See, it says, by your seed all. Okay, let me put one more example here before I go. Now, King James Version, they say descendants, Abraham's descendants. And see, Pharaoh kind of like that because he could say, yeah, I'm an Abraham descendant. He is. If his mother's not a demon, he's an Abraham descendant. Even if his mother is a demon, she's still a descendant because she got some of Abraham's blood in her veins. See what I'm saying? So if Abraham said, yeah, I'm gonna descend Abraham. What you gonna say? You can say because he is. He's the descendant of Abraham. He ain't the seed of Abraham though. You see what I'm saying? You got to get it right. You got to weigh it. Right? You weigh in the balance. You got to weigh it. Check it out. Think it through. Right? Then when you jump up and go and add a new term like the false Jews, then you got to make sure you understand what that term means and you got to back it up. I never use that term. It's false Israel. I'd be careful what I'm using. I never say false Jews because then the first thing you ask me, who's the real Jews? Then you got me back to the corner. Now I got to scratch your eyes out. See? You understand? Anyway, this kind of backwards here, really, but well, not in a way because this is more complicated. I was debating whether I should deal with this one. See, when riding that white horse, see that Esau, that's Obama. Before conquering the conqueror, first conquest be the President of the United States. You need Angel Key to understand this. He's in the Angel Key. He's in the Bible in a big way. But the Bible shows, okay, there's no, okay. I was going to do this today, so I was going to do this all the time. I hit on it a little bit today. Now, Jacob, remember Jacob and Esau was brothers, but God said he loved Jacob and hated Esau. So Jacob is the one that's inherited the kingdom. That's the son of man. He's the, right, that's the whole false. So they said son of man is the wisest man ever lived. That's what the Bible says. So who is he? See, who is the Son of Man, like the Bible asks? But the thing is that see, you got the dumbass Daniel, Farrakhan's wipe ass, right? Hey man, Jacob and Jacob is Jacob. Okay, then back it up. Then if Jacob is Jacob, then why does God love Jacob and hate Esau? He loves Jacob. See, I'm saying you can't back that up because when he asks the question, he crumbles, he crushes, he falls, right? But see, that gets back to who is the true Abraham, who is Israel. It tells you right there. Because Jacob, when he wrestled an angel, the angel said, okay, your name now is Israel. So Israel is the same person. I was going to throw that back at you all the time. I don't know if you were or not. It says right there, look it up. So we know Jacob, and once we know who Jacob is, we know who real Israel it is, and it ain't them. It ain't Yaakov. Yaakov is Yaakov is an Arabic name of Jacob, but that don't just because you got the same name as a person doesn't mean you are that person. The landmine of fools trick fools like that. Well, yeah, Jacob is Yaakov. Okay, then why did God love Jacob and hate Esau then? Anyway, they were twins, and God said he loved Jacob. And it's a whole lot of stuff in here, bro. I don't want to get too much. I really want to take some more time, but everything today was so terrible. I had to make it. I wanted to really get to this. I can't give the time I want to give to it. But see, Jake was like a mysterious type person. He was like doing a lot of underhanded stuff, seemed like, right? But see, what God noticed is Jacob was willing to do anything to get next to God. Anything he was going to do, he was going to lie, steal, and kill. He didn't care. He wanted to be next to God. Now Esau, right? It was his inheritance, but he wasn't going to make no sacrifice to get next to God. And God said, okay, yeah, okay. Just like remember, let's get back to a similar story to Jen. But they said, I'm going to stay righteous, man. I'm not going to. God didn't make mischief of this guy, but God deemed him as being unrighteous because he wasn't submitted to the will of Allah. But why would God want you to dismiss somebody who's going to make mischief of blood? Because that's what they're going to teach you to do. See, you got to understand these things. And when you look deeper, you see what's going on. Same thing here, right? Because he says God respected the fact that this guy loved him so much, he's willing to do anything to get to him. And Esau wasn't, man, because Esau, when he got hungry, he sold his whole inheritance for a bowl of soup. Said, man, he didn't care much about it. And Jacob was killing him and just ripping everybody. I mean, I ain't say killing him, but he was doing all kinds of stuff. To get to God, God said, hey, man, okay, this guy loves me. The other guy, man, a bowl of soup come between me and him. And, oh, man, you understand? I'm just touching it, bro. There's much more to it than that. Esau, and if you read it, Esau, in fact, Jacob he had fear of Esau because Esau wanted to kill him because he felt that Jacob tricked him out of his inheritance, which he didn't. God forsake his inheritance because, like I said, Jacob was willing to do anything to get close to God. And he was like, hey, man, that's mine. He was nonchalant about it. And God said, no, I love the spirit. I love Jacob's spirit. Can do anything to get to me. And this guy, man, he's like, oh man, boy, I'll check you later, man. Let me go and check the NFL out. See what I'm saying? So let's move on, Bronson. Anyway, he wants us dead. That's what says serpent. And I'm not going into that detail. I'm gonna spend a special time talking about that, Bronson. He wants us dead. See, so let's move on because he's the hardest one to have to deal with here. So I'm going to move on, talking about another time. I want to get to the other ones. See, let's move on. Okay. He's also called a Gog. Okay, let's move on. Now, Jen. Now, Jen, that's Ishmael. That's our half brothers. His mother's Indian, from India. his father Abraham, but his mother was a servant, Abraham's servant in India, and they were black. One of the reason why they turned white, energy deprivation problem, but another reason, right? Because they want to enhance the fact that, hey man, they underscore the fact that we've been black. Something wrong with us. We curse black. So that's why all this whiteness out there. Because the thing is, everybody seems to be white now. Because that means underscore the fact that we are cursed people. Because everybody else is white and we just black. That's another story. I'm not going to get that too deep today, bro. The thing is they have our land, they got our religion, they got our language. It says, by your seed, all the nations will be blessed. And you read that, and it sounds like it's a good thing, right? Because they blessed. Yeah, they blessed. But how did they get blessed? They took it. So would you call it a blessing if you're going to rob a bank, you get $1 million. You go home and say, man, that's a blessing. Man, I've got $1 million. Would you say it's a blessing? Some people might. You got away with it. So you got to understand what they're saying there, because the words will throw you off. See? A better translation is, from your seed, all the nations become rich. See? And then you get more to how you get rich. You say blessed. It's like, we gave it to him. We did. Right? And we really didn't. And in a way, some people might say we did by submission, but I don't know. I'm not going to deal with that right now. So the fact that they turned white, it means, again, remember, because if they white, then we could be seed Abraham. Because how do if they white, we should be white too, right? Because Abraham was white, they must have been white. Abraham must have been white. See what I'm saying? You see the little salties there? That's one of the reasons why they came white. Because they don't want us to know that we're streets of Abraham, because under God and under Abraham's law, that's our land. That's our religion. That's our language. You understand? So it's not just the devils. They want to say that we curse too. So by the time, because they was black too, and I said, they must be cursed too. See, in other words, us being black is the curse. So they don't have that curse. See, I ain't explained to you like that before, but see what I'm saying? That's why. You see, they don't have that curse, but they are black. They turn themselves white. That means a lot more demons too. You understand? So they have a land, a language, and religion. They don't want us to get it back. They don't want us to get it back. So they're working on full time to make sure we don't. It says they're going to attack us. That's the goat. That's their final thing is they're going to finally, at the end, when everything else fails, they're going to actually attack us, because they already betrayed us and put us over here. So finally, when everything else fails, they're going to attack us. See, they got land, and they call it Saudi Arabia. Remember, it wasn't called Saudi Arabia until the house Saud took over. House Saud was empowered by Magog. Magog empowered them and empowered them. And there was a tribe, the tribe of Saud. And they empowered them to take over Arabia. And then the add insult to injury, remember, because it's ours. See, to make sure everybody understands it's theirs. So because Saudi Arabia belongs to us. See, you ain't paying attention to these things, brothers and sisters. Pay attention to everything. That's why I call it Saudi Arabia. Underscore the point, like false Israel. All these things have a purpose behind them. That land belongs to us. We're the oldest. It's Saudi Arabia. No, it's not. And there it is, right there. It says from Egypt, River Egypt to Euphrates, all that, could be Yemen, Oman, all that. That's our land. And they don't want us to ever return to it. And they pay Farrakhan to make sure we don't even want to return to it. We don't know anything about it because we ain't going nowhere, right? Got religion. See? That's why the Kaaba is black, white on top. White ruling us, but we black. See what I'm saying? That reminds us that belongs to us. See? It's not white on white or whatever. It's another story. I'm going to get the message in that a little bit. House of Sword. They want financing the Gog and Magog. Keep us down. Language. That's a house. A land. Let's look at Satan. The Antichrist. Why call it Antichrist? I talked about. I'm not going to it now. But they raised me for these things. Because when you understand the mathematics behind it, see, that's why you got to pay attention. Understand mathematics behind it, there would be the Antichrist. Because the mathematics says, what's on one side has been on the other side. That means at the time they came into existence, there should have been another come into existence. If 5 comes into existence, then 5 had to be on the other side. It'd be 5, it's negative 5, always had to be back to 0. And we was at 0 at that time when this happened, right? So if there's a 5 come up, then a negative 5 to come to balance it, because everything has to balance back to 0. So when they came into existence, right, in 1948, right, they had to be the Antichrist, the Christ had to be conceived at the same time. If you go and look at Suleiman, right, the Lamb, conceived in 1948, same time as they was. Yes, you can't make that up, brother and sister. People say, "Oh, well, my birth certificate and all that stuff is public record. Go check it out." Now look that up. What was that? Hebrew Israelite guy. He went out there and he tried to do some stuff and he wouldn't change his birth certificate or whatever. Boy, I tell you, Antichrist, and they stole our identity. See, Ishmael. See, they claiming they're Isaac. We're Isaac. You're Isaac, Ishmael. We're Isaac. We're also Jacob. Isaac, Ishmael. Isaac was Abraham's son. Ishmael was his son, but Sarah was his mother. She original, Isaac's mother. But his Indian woman was Isaac's mother. I mean Ishmael's mother from Arabia. That's where they really come from. That's why the angel keeps showing you them in Arabia. You understand? So the thing is that they claim it that their brothers. See, that's the whole thing too. Because if they see that underscores again, because both of them white. See, so we couldn't be, because we black. We couldn't be part of that family. See, you ever to that point? That's one of the reasons why they want white. Because you come up here, they look like white folks. And there are black Arabs over there. Some are dark. Saddam Hussein wasn't all that. He had some complexion. You never see them. Like in India, the real Indians are blacker than some of the Africans. The ones you see is the real light ones. That's another thing. So they can say they claim they're brothers. That means, how can we claim we part of that family? We black. We curse. See? So they really brothers. You see, when they're not brothers, because that's what they're saying. They're saying, brother Israel is Isaac, and Ishmael brothers. You see, he's come back to coin them. But you understand what I'm saying, brother and sister? It's another reason they become so white, especially in the last 79 years. They weren't that 79 years. Go back and check 80 years ago. They weren't that dark. They weren't that light then. They got really light since this last 76 years. See? So Ishmael, they got our land, our language, religion. They got identity and our image. There was nothing. They got identity and our image. Hollywood. Cast us like. Okay. David, you know. See, they got our right. One of our holy sites, Jerusalem. That's the seat of the God. Jerusalem is the seat of the God. That's Master Muhammad's seat. Seat of God. Seat of David. David is the God. He's the Father. Suleiman or son of man, right? He's the son. He resides in Mecca. But the throne is the father's son is the father, right? His throne is in Jerusalem. But they got that. They claim it's theirs. Look what they're doing our women and our boys. This image. Now, ask yourself, what gives them the right to promote our image? If we did it to them, you're anti-Semite. You can't say that, man. You can't. If we put image of them, oh man, they were going to say. So what gives them the right to put an image of our people on in the media? What gives them the right to do that? You remember, if you go back, they had a program when hip hop first came out. It was like, hey man, hey man, kick ass, man. Hell with this system, hell with the man, right? And then they said, "Man, we can't have that." They said, "No, you bitch, your mom, your hoe, and that's what I talk about now. Nothing revolutionary, nothing. Because when the first rapper was Gil Scott Heron, and when his name was the revolution will not be televised. People don't know about him. He was the first rapper. He's older than the other guys. Oh, nice tea and all them crowns, right? So they took and just corrupted it, and so now you don't get any uplifting stuff from rap anymore. You get whole and bitch, and see what they do. And they got a women just. How are you going to take women? You raped them for 40 years, and now you pull their clothes off and put them out on the street, showing their ass and everything else. You show the whole world how their ass. Because remember, this stuff goes all over the world. That's one of the reasons why Esau want to kill us. Obama, man, he's Esau. He's going to come through this with us. His files from Africa. That's one of the because when they see us all over the world, I even press all over the world, that reflects on them. And they were every time they had some respect when they went around the world, but now they go to the world. And in China, they have actually sayings on the wall. No niggas come in McDonald's. They actually had that. They don't want you over there. They want you anywhere. You ever heard about black folks going to India? You don't want to go anywhere near that place. Because the dark you are, the worse you are. It didn't have this thing called the untouchables. You don't understand any of that. See? And so it's like somebody took your image and put you in a porn thing and doing all kinds of stuff, put stuff in your mouth, and you wouldn't like it. Because, man, that ain't me, but that's the image that everybody's seeing. Said, look at James, man. Look at him, was doing that stuff, and you ain't doing that stuff. But they took your image and they put it on that kind of stuff. You'd be very angry about that, wouldn't you? And that's why Africans are very angry. They don't want you around. They hate you because this is an image the world is seeing, and it reflects back on them. That's another reason why they want to get rid of you, because you're getting a bad rep. You understand that? You don't see Africans walk around like that to their pants. What, you advertising your ass? You want somebody to put something in it? Why you advertise your ass? That's what you're doing? You got braids on like your mama? You see what's going on there? When I slip it on? Hey, man, I ain't got nothing, man. I'm ready, man. I got slippers. I throw my slippers off, man. My pants already down. Just grab my braids and go for it. Yeah. You see? I ain't mad at you. That's the image. Like I said, Farrakhan accusing you because he's one of them. But this image that the false Jews, oh boy, here we go. See? False Israel. See, that got me saying that's why I got to stop this stuff, bro, because that's why this stuff spreads like a virus. Starts spreading now. I got me some false Jews. If I caught myself fast, boy, I haven't let that guy through, boy. Oh, I would never hit into that one. False Israel. See? This is image. What gives me the right to promote an image like that? Because you can't put it, you got to get their approval to make these movies and stuff. You think Ice, what's his name? uh, you know, somehow Spike Lee or where Spike Lee, whatever. You think? No, he didn't. They was in control of what he put out there. Like BET now. Who's on BET? Black folks own it. Boss Israel owns it. But it's a black station. Supposed to be. Now imagine if blacks own a Jewish statement. How long do you think that would last? If a Jewish Jewish station. What gives them the right to see they were like raping? Now they raping. I went right now, exposing them, and humiliating. I went all over the world. Because I'm telling you, when they come over here, the Arabs, all of them, just listen to what they say. They figure, man, they come over and knock one of these off just like that there, man. I mean, I had a couple of them. Hey, man, can you show me where I get me a lady? They to my black woman. They figure that you just hold. Anybody can do you. That's why I have no respect for you. For us, Israel, they control this image. See? Leave nothing for you. Control everything. Hold on, bro. I got to check something in a minute here. Oh, boy. I think I got myself a little trouble here. Be right back. Ooh. Back, brothers and sisters. There's something on the stove I forgot. Going to burn the house down. What do you think would happen? We portraying them all over the world like they portray us. What do you think would happen? You understand, brothers and sisters? Okay. This image of us all over the world, that ain't me. Is it you? By you'll see all nations be brothers. Hollywood. They control Hollywood. Telling they're us. So identity and our image. And the seat of our God, Jerusalem. Okay? That's them. These are devils in blackface. How they mocked us for years until they found some Negro butts, some demons, and they said, demons do it now. Ice-T, Ice Cube, Denzel. See? All of them. They're all demons. They're devil's children. House Negroes. They allowed them in the house. That movie, Django, told a lot of truths, but they covered up. You know, it was a lot of shit, but they put some icing on it, so therefore you didn't, you know, it was shit cakes, but it was icing on it, so you know, but if you, it looked okay. But if you bite down on it, man, ooh, you got a mouthful of shit. See, because what they showed you right there, this Negro had to kill another Negro just to sleep with a woman for one night, and get a beer. Had to kill another one to do that. Did you miss that one? See? Remember how Stephen Wilson was? He acted like he was part of the family because he was part of the family. He was probably, what's called DiCaprio's brother. They probably had the same father. And all those people in the house, they had nice clothes because they probably sisters and brothers. You didn't get you. Let me just say something real quick, bosses. You know, I can get into that. I can get into that. I guess another story altogether. The problem is, they control our seed. It's our women that saved our seed. Now they got the women destroying our seed. So you got to get down there and tricked her, and now, see, they got to destroy her. She don't mean to do it. See, she thinks she's protecting the males from all this horror. And she's making them weak. Because when the war goes down, instead of them going to fight for it, they could be hiding under her skirt. Because what else can she do? How can a woman raise a man? How can a dog raise a cat? He can't. He don't know anything about no cats. All he knows what dogs do is he's going to raise a cat like a dog. And the women's going to raise the boys like women. And that's why we're going to braids, their ass hanging out, slippers, talking how they talk. She thinks she's protecting them, and she's not protecting them. Right? She's creating destruction for herself because when the war comes, they're not going to defend her. They're going to look for her to defend them. Okay, what's the next one? The devils, they got us. They got our wealth, our ingenuity, our mind. See, it took everything from us. Actually, it took our nature. That's these demons. They don't have a nature anymore, right? They look like us, but they devils in black skin. So they try to take our nature away. See, the sisters saved us from it because if it wasn't for the sisters, they would have done it. We'd had a lot of black folks running around here. That's why you go to Guam, all those people there took their nature away. Those people in Guam, they're all Spanish. They killed all the seed. They killed. Let's go check it out. They killed on the island. They killed all the males out, all the seed, and then they raped the women. And now we see right there, they're Spanish people out there. They think they Guamese. They ain't Guamese. That's been going a long time ago. They killed that one. They try to do the same thing to us. It says kill the seed, kill it off. But say to women. You see what I'm saying? Say to women, right? Because we're going to impregnate them, and we're going to make a new race, we're going to have a new, what they call it, hybrid. See? We're going to have a whole lot of black folks, but they're really white. They're really devils. They look like black people. That's what they plan to do. That's like these females. But kill the seed. Kill that seed. See? And we're going to create a new race of black people. Yeah, they black. When they use terms, that's another thing. I see up here, Ted, you can't just say black. You got to qualify that. Because that's skin tone. Demons are blacks too. That's why they say black or blacks. That's why when they have a national security alert, they say all blacks because they're going to skin and then make sure you get everybody. But see, that's the problem too because you got a lot of people out there that's black, but they got white skin. That's another story. I kind of keep my low on that for reasons that you might understand. So you see what I'm saying? So what? Our land's going, our language going, our religion's going, right? And The image is gone. Right? The throne of our God is gone. Right? Our identity is gone. Damn, what the? Do we have anything left? And now these folks take our nature away and take our wealth away, our mind away. Damn. And you walking around here talking about, hey, bro. Yeah, they really got you, don't they? Now tell me I'm lying. Tell me this ain't the facts. Make America great again. See? Burning you. Chains. Boiling your ass. See? Little babies, little pets. See? You know what gator bait is? I use children for gator bait. Like use worms catch fish. There's right there. This is a fact. Go Google it. That's how I was catching gators. They grab one of these and put them out there, and when the gator come eat them, then they got the gator. That's how I use a gator bait. And they your bro? That the Bible says, can a tiger change the stripes? This stuff, in fact, these folks are bold. They don't hide it. I mean, they hide it up front, but it's only you can go and search it if you look. But you're so stupid. They got you so stupid. You don't even go look. You keep your eyes closed because all this stuff is available. I'm not an artist. I ain't draw stuff myself. See, saying do that, women. See, Ku Klux Klan. You see, beating you. Aren't you beating you and carrying on? See, Ku Klux Klan. Remember that was the Democrats. Bill Clinton was one of the biggest Ku Klux Klan out there, but you loved him. You just pat you on the head. Oh, thank you, Master. Master like me. Okay, I missed something here, brothers and sisters. How'd that happen? Let's see where we're at. Okay, that's out of place. I'll get back to that. But see, that's what you got. 3 strike laws. That's Bill Clinton. Put in jail for almost nothing. Now they legalize it. They legalized marijuana and vapor because they found it's causing strokes and brain cancer in black folks. Right, that's another story too, bro. It says racist history of the Democratic Party. See? This way they had you after school. After you went and fought for them, they put you in camps and starve you to death. See? Yeah, and Jefferson, why I tell you, you got to honor them. They're slaves. Jefferson Jefferson one of the biggest rapists of all. You got a whole bunch of people around here right now that tell you, documented. When they first came out, what they call it, heritage, what they call that stuff, ancestry.com, whatever. One of the commercials was they had this Negro talking, yeah, man, I'm a descendant of George Washington. No, I'm a descendant of Jefferson. Because there's a whole family all about there. They're actually descendants of Jefferson. There's his great-great-grandchildren. But they're black. It means they're all demons. And I actually wrote them people. I said, are you crazy? I said, these people are the result of rape. He was raping people. And they took that ad off. I still got a copy of that. I can show it to you. I gave they the copy so they wouldn't get rid of it. But if any of you remember, when it first came out, they had this Negro. Yeah, man. I said, yeah, y'all people, y'all have no shame. Those are people, and that's a good thing? Because they raped. They result of rape. He's raping the slaves. You mean, they was married? And Washington was almost as bad. How many black folks had to call Washington? How many black folks had to call Washington? See, and look at here. See, on one case, he beating your ass and raping your woman. This is the devils. Make America great again. See? He's all washing his slaves. Good morning. Oh, yes, masters, good morning. You know, well, no damn good morning. That's where it come from. That was to test you to see what was in your mind, if you had a mind at all. Okay, what's the next one? I had one out of place there, bro. What's the next one here? Hey, demons. See? They got your image too, but they work for this. They're the appendages of Israel, false Israel. See, they're the puppets of false Israel. See, because he used them. Remember, you said blackface, but now he used them instead because they're more, because that was right. And they say, man, this is more real. Farrakhan, the chief demon, legion, Louis Eugene grounded in my backwards. That's their whole that purpose. Wolves of sheep clothing. They keep you under control, keep you confused, keep you divided. Because half the blacks in America are demons. That means that if you got half the land, you got a whole what do you call it? Herd of sheep, right? So you got millions of them. So you got 1 million of them. And half of them, so you got 2 million. 1 million of them is really wolves, and you mix them in, but they look like sheep. You're gonna have number confusion and hatred and everything amongst us because you don't know who's who. And you say, why is that sheep eating other sheep? See what I'm saying? You're gonna start hating each other. That's what demons do. Keep us divided and everything else. See? Denzel Washington. Where do you think he got that name from? You know anybody in Africa named Washington? Denzel Washington? Go. See there? Look at these clowns. Why they hold on to those names? That show you right there. They master children. Eddie Murphy. You know anybody in Africa named Murphy? Then he know goddamn well, unless he told it, that name was forced on him. Master forced that name on him, beat the shit out of him. Well, he's a demon, so it doesn't matter, right? But he beat the shit out of the first Murphy. It's okay, because the name you had was who you was on by. So if your master was named Master Murphy, all his slaves was named Murphy. Cosby. You know what I'm saying? You know anybody African, anybody name? So why they holding those names? And they know better. You heard Elijah Muhammad's been here, Master Muhammad's been here, all those names. Because that is their names. The house niggas. That is their names. Because they're demons. And they proud of those names. I ain't changed my name. No, why should you? It's your name, your real name. See these clowns there? All of them. Hart. I don't remember all his names. This clown at the top here. You know who these people are. Anyway, see, all demons. See, Oprah Winfrey. All of his Bill Clinton. He was a master. He was a master. He did so much damage to black community, and he just patted him on the head. They loved him. He loved him. Put his glass on, trying to like he was so, because they know they got you. It's like a little dog, man. Master, he be kicking your ass all the time. Oh, there's a pat on your head, then you start wagging your tail. Oh, Master ain't kicking me ass. Master kicking your ass all week long, just kicking you and throwing bones at you, throwing stuff at you. And then he walks in and pats you on the head. All of a sudden, the dog's ears come up, start wagging his tail, and everything jumping up and down. Master kicking your ass all week. And then he's gonna start kicking your ass next week too. All you gotta do is pat you on the head and you start, start swooning and carrying on. Oprah Winfrey. You know anybody named African Winfrey? And she got billions of dollars like that there. So why would she want to get rid of that damn name? Because that is her name. She's a goddamn demon. See? Well, before I go any further, let me ask one thing. It made me think of something. I'm going to close in a minute. Say, for instance, someone tell you they're going to pay you $1,000 an hour, right? And you're going to get the money after 3 years. They're going to clean it up in 3 years, get it. But what you got to do for it, you got to work 10 hours, 12 hours a day. Construction work, heavy stuff, man. You know, you ain't playing. You working 12 days, heavy stuff. You ain't taking no breaks, you heavy stuff, right? But you make $1,000 an hour, right? That's $40,000 a week. Well, it's actually more because you're making 10 hours a day, so that's what, and if you make 7 days a week, that's 70 hours a week. So 70 times 1,000, $70,000 you're making every week. So how much would that be in 3 or 4 years? But that's what you got to do to do it. Think about that. So by the time you come collect, you are worn out. Man, you're aged about 20. You might start when you was 20. By the time you get there, man, you're going to look about 40 years old, 50 years old, because you wore yourself out and everything else. Now you got the million, but look, you don't wore yourself out. Understand that principle, the basic principle. That's what happens to us here. Because even though you're getting a lot of money, look what you got to do to get it. So the point is, we got more energy. That's why we can leave our great substance. But since they control how we get it, they control the quality of it. They say you can't have a gold mine. You can have $1 million shit farm. So that means now you got to get the food. Then you got to work like that to get the food. You might have other things. Now you might have a nice family, might have a nice home, might have all those other things. But to get the money to pay for that stuff, you got to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, wearing yourself out. See? You understand that concept? So they still, even though now, right, we have some great substance to get the food and stuff we need. Look, we have to do to get it. That's why we age and all that kind of stuff. That's why we got to get out of here, and then that stops. See? Because now you get the $7,000 an hour, but you ain't got to do that to get it. Get the food. Because now it's your food. So you stop aging because you're doing stuff that's causing you to age. Because you understand what I'm saying, bro? I'm going to leave it there. I hope you understand that. I'm going to talk about that more another time. See? But see, here you go. He loved devils, don't he, Farrakhan? See? Jesse Jackson. Jackson, you know about an African named Jackson? And this fool over here, she's not even black. She's Indian. Boy, everybody. So here you go. Cast your characters. Oh, Stephen. Denzel. Farrakhan. Okay, and then we go to the next one, right? Indians. What they got? Intellectual jobs. Remember, we here in America, right? They're available. We should be able to get, but they give them all to them. We got Indians coming like crazy, but they don't want you to have them. I'm not going to go into detail about that, brother. So I'm going to keep it short. I want this program. The point is, they found that blacks, original black people, right, were the best at programming. And Carter set up a program where you can go, just to teach you how to do that and everything. Right? I went to the programs. I don't know. I ain't making this up. I made sure I came out first in the class. Right? 3-month class. And they paid you while he was going. You understand? And Reagan came and said, hell with that. He cut down and started bringing Indians. So I can go a lot of detail about that, bro. But I'll keep it short. Right? So now, all the and where they putting you? They putting your ass in jail. They putting you in Burger King and McDonald's. And they put those stupid movies on in now where, like Hart, right? He's a billionaire. He's controlling all these white folks. He's like top CIA agent. You buy that bullshit? And these Negroes, man, they're making $1 billion deals. He was making $1 billion deals, and their bathroom is bigger than your whole damn house. That's the movie they show. That shit ain't real. Look around you. Look how black folks really living. Boy, they got all intellectual jobs. That was what getting to them. I want you to have them. So now India's becoming one of the most powerful countries on the planet because now they're getting all this money from the India. That's why you got millions of them over here now. See? They got all intellectual jobs. They didn't leave you with nothing. Then go over here. In China, they got your industrial jobs. That's why Detroit's collapsed. There's none of Detroit anymore. It was like a black Mecca. And all the jobs over there. Now they're becoming a powerful country. What if you had those jobs? They didn't want you to have that kind of power. You might unite. You might start thinking. See? That's why you have nothing. They make sure they give it to them and send overseas. Then you got here, right? So now they don't need you anymore. That's what about slaves about. I'm going to talk about that maybe tomorrow, probably, because I have to go, bro. But the point is, now they don't need you anymore. So the idea is replace you with robots or turn you into one. You're already a Negro, but so it's not too hard. They don't need you anymore. They want you anymore. So either get rid of you, all right, which is the main object, right? Or turn you into a damn robot. You're already a Negro, but now. See, that's the transition team. Because right now, they moving out they moved from the agriculture age into industrial age. So that they don't need slaves anymore. That Civil War is about they don't need slaves anymore. That was Civil War is all about they don't need slaves anymore. They tell you be in slavery, yeah, not for you, because they don't need you anymore. Right? And so now they move from industrial age to the AI age, right? And so they don't need you for that. Right? So now they got robots too. They don't need you in Popeyes no more. They don't need you. What you've been to Walmart lately? They don't need you in no store. They don't need you anymore. You've been to Musk and Windows guy. You been listening to these people? The problem is they figure what to do with you. If they just cut overnight, you won't no job. They're going to tear the place up. Remember George Floyd? So they got to figure out a way to get rid of you. But the point is they got to have a transition team to fill in for you so they can take the transition from human to robot. They got to have some people there to make that transition. Right? They can't have you do it because then you see what's going on. That's why they're bringing people across the border. They're bringing people across the border. They're a transition team because once they get rid of you, then you've been to the doc's office lately? You've been all these places? Who's in there? The Hispanics. They're a transition team. They're a transition team, you understand? And they can go back home. They got to get rid of you, and then they got to put you in this. Okay, now you got to show the robot, make sure the transition from human to robot. And that's what's going on. Everybody said, why are they doing this stuff? That's why they're doing it. See? And that's why they're going across the border. The Democratic Party doing it. That's why it says, let's deal with them the way they can't see it. It said in scripture, we're going to get rid of them, but let's do it the way they don't see it. Let's be screwy with them, be slick with them. That's what's happening. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't going to believe in something. That's what people lost a lack of knowledge. They don't need you anymore in those jobs. They're going to pay $20,000 a month on salaries. $20,000 a month of salary. They pay $500 a month just to maintain the damn robots. And this is you going the resurrection. You're gonna come back to this, brothers and sisters. You'll come back to this. That's what they don't want. Warriors, sisters and brothers, warriors. That's what they're trying to stop. They're trying to stop the spring from coming in. Winter's trying to stop the spring. Winter's trying to stop the spring, brothers and sisters. That's what they're trying. That's what it's all about. With the spring. Okay? Somebody said, "Hey man, you talking about you showing naked women here, man. They ain't got no clothes on. They got clothes on, but they're warriors. They need room to move, but they need room to kick ass. They can't kick ass with a long skirt. You understand? Wake up. They're warriors. You understand? That's their military dress. Because they're going to kick ass. And some of these sisters, you think these sisters ain't warriors? Yeah, I grew up in Newark. Anybody grew up in Newark, tell your sisters up there's warriors. Because I tell you, I grew up, you mess those sisters, next thing I know, man, they'll go off this here and throw that bra and everything else, they going, they dumping. And I see them kick some brothers' ass, and these brothers thought they was tough, and sisters whooped their ass. Went down, and they wasn't doing all this either. That's Newark. Now I don't know about any place else, but I knew that's Newark. So you don't mess with sisters up in Newark. I knew that. Right. I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. Hope you understand. I gotta go. I gotta burn something up. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I'll follow up tomorrow. Future news out.